Welcome to Commander Tune-Ups with your host, the Nitpicking Nerds. I'm Joe Cherries.
I am Beezy, and this is a series where we tune up fan-submitted decks, meaning you, the fan, could submit a deck to us. All you gotta do for that is be subscribed and leave us a comment in your tapped-out link in the comment, and then we will see it.
Yes,
and we have a tune-ups backlog. Every deck we know. It's all up here. And also on a literal document.
It's on a Google Doc. If you like this video, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below.
And also, if you're loving it, you're really digging it, go to Patreon. Give us some money. That's subtle.
That is so subtle.
Mail us dollar bills, please, so we can make more content for you.
Today's deck was submitted by Magic Brew 81, and it is an Aminatou, the Fateshifter deck.
Sort of a blink combo thing. It's a pretty sleek deck.
Blink, combo, miracles. We got a lot of stuff going on here.
We do, and so much stuff. Let's not forget to read the commander.
Wow.
I shall read her.
Go ahead.
All right, Aminatou, the Fateshifter. White, blue, black for a 3 loyalty planeswalker, legendary planeswalker, creepy child. +1, draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your library. -1, exile another target permanent you own, then return it to the battlefield under your control. And -6, choose left or right. Each player gains control of all non-land permanents other than this lady, controlled by the next player in the chosen direction. So that's weird. We're mostly worried about the first two.
The bottom one is so weird.
It works well with the +1, but
It's like pushing your permanents to the left or the right. That's so weird.
some people want to do that, but not really us. We're just trying to get them dead. So, Miracle Sub-Team. Let's get into it.
To help with the Miracle Sub-Team, we have Brainstorm Important, but your commander itself really is a card that will mainly be setting all these up.
It's not card advantage, but it is mana advantage. Let's read the cards you're going to take advantage of the most.
Entreat the Angels. We have XX, white, white, white. Create X 4/4 angel tokens with flying. Miracle cost, X, white, white.
Treat the Dead. Very similar. XX, black, black, black. Return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Miracle X, black, black.
Get all those ETBs back.
There's a lot of them.
Devastation Tide. 3 blue, blue. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. Miracle cost, 1 of the blue.
Temporal Mastery, 5 blue, blue for a sorcery. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile this spell. Miracle, 1 blue. That's good old-fashioned Time Walk for you.
But it exiles itself. It's no next.
Good new-fashioned Time Walk for you.
Terminus, 4 white, white. Put all creatures on the bottom of their owner's libraries. Miracle cost, 1 white.
So pretty self-explanatory. You know what you're trying to do. You're trying to cheat mana. You're trying to bounce all permanents for 2. You're trying to make a bunch of 4/4s for like 6. Trying to get all your creatures back and just have a completely out of nowhere board presence. And you can cast all these sorceries at instant speed too if you draw on someone else's turn.
Yep, because Miracle has some weird wordings.
It really does. So we've got the +1 synergies. Now we need the -1 synergies. Creatures to blink. We've got non-creatures and creatures, but we're doing creatures first. Arbitrarily. What is the first creature that we would love to blink?
Oh, a really cool one. I absolutely love it in this deck because Aminatou's minus saying creature you own.
Permanent you own?
Oh, permanent you own, rather than saying you control. Makes this so cool. We have Gilded Drake, 1 blue, flying 3/3. It's pretty. That's a good rate. Past the vanilla test, but
nobody cares. What does it do? What does it really do?
What does it really do? Oh, when it enters the battlefield, you exchange control of it with another target creature.
Oh, so you can just be like, hey, cool, commander, it's mine. And then next turn, or this turn, I'm going to blink my Gilded Drake from over here to here, and I'm going to take somebody else's stuff.
Awesome flavor text, buyers beware.
And it's not until it leaves. It's just, you have it. So, deal with that.
You just exchange control. Oh, this card's so good. I absolutely love this card. It's a little expensive to add in the most tune-ups.
Our budget is $500, by the way. So this is not a problem.
Yes. So putting in a sweet Gilded Drake.
Speaking of sweet cards,
awesome.
This one is from RNA, Ravnica Allegiance. It is Basilica Bellhaunt, white, white, black, black for a 3/4. And when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life. This is a fine dude. He blocks well, he attacks alright, but he gets you card advantage. 3 cards down for them, you have 1 creature, and you gain some life.
Yeah. exactly. Each opponent discarding makes this card.
This card can get nasty.
Yeah, if you start blinking it.
Mm-hmm. We got ways to do it. Oh, wait. Aminatou is our commander.
It's a commander. You can play it and then blink it. And now your opponents are all down 2 cards.
Oh, my God. You're up 6 cards.
Ugh, so annoying. You're not up 6 cards. They're down 6 cards, which is a big difference.
Well, and you have a thing. You are... Yeah, whatever.
A foil of this card. It's got awesome art.
And it's only $2.57.
That's it?
Not $257, because I know you might have thought that. $2.57.
Get it now. Get them while they're cheap, because they're only going to stay the same price or get cheaper.
It's finance. This next card is Bananas. Why don't you read it?
Bananas?
Yeah.
Spellseeker. I want to mention with this card. We didn't build for it.
Nope. You don't have to.
You never have to, because if you build a deck and you build a deck fairly well, it'll always just be good in that deck.
Yeah, if Spellseeker's bad in your deck, you suck and you didn't build it right.
Whoa!
That's what you just said. You said if you build the deck right. You're accusing these people.
You just said it so much meaner than I did.
I summarized what you said. That's what you were saying on the inside.
No, I didn't say that. This card is good.
We love everybody.
So, Spellseeker. 2 blue for a 1/1 human wizard. When Spellseeker enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery with converter mana cost 2 or less. Put it in your hand, then shuffle your library.
Portent, Arcane Denial, Brainstorm, Cyclonic Rift, Limdol's Vault, Mystical Tutor, Source of Plowshares, Vampiric Tutor. That's like too many to count. Tutors that tutor miracles, or the tutors creatures that tutor miracles. This card's insane.
Too many to count.
Can't even keep up with that. I lost count.
2.
No, you can't. You can't even
4,
do it.
5, 6, 7 targets.
How did you do that? How did you do that? I don't understand. I just listed them and I had no idea.
Too many, way too many to count, unless you have 7 fingers, in which case it's
very
I
lost
easy to
4
count.
of mine in the war, okay?
Oh.
The War of the Spark.
Coming soon.
Unless you were watching this video in the future.
Which is also possible.
Okay, in this case, it was underwhelming. There we go. Covered all our bases. We know what creatures to blink. Do we know what non-creatures to blink? No, because this is the category for them. What are they?
What if they do? What if they're sitting there thinking, I know what non-creatures I would blink?
Well, then we're about to read your mind. Hit them with the first one, Joe.
Do I have to hit them with it? Can I just present it in a nice way?
Slap them upside the head with the first one.
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna present this very nicely.
Okay, that's also an option.
This is too much joking, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry. Back to the serious.
You
see this face? Dead serious. Active Authority. 1 white enchantment. When active authority enters the battlefield, exile target enchantment or artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile target enchantment or artifact. Its controller gains control of active authority. But wait, do we still own this card?
Yes, we do, in fact, and we have a commander that says, gimme. And we get to exile another thing.
It says, give me.
That's basically what it says. I think that's the Oracle text.
Give me back my permanent.
Yeah. Play it. Instant value. It's a 1-for-1. Upkeep. Switch it with something. Now you've got 2-for-1. Blink it with Aminatou. 3-for-1. And you're going to keep going.
Want to know a really cute thing you can blink? Non-creature?
What?
Bajuka Bog.
Ooh!
It's so cute.
That's pretty cute. Because I always wonder, like, oh, my Bajuka Bog, I used it too early. I have 3 opponents. Well, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's like pretty good value,
it's
actually.
Really, it's super cute. It's like you can make the mana them. You can also just blink. Can you just blink a land with it?
Yeah.
And then the land comes back into play, and you can get an extra mana. Oh my goodness!
Aminatou's
broken. We broke it. We broke the format.
Next non-creature, non-land permanent. We have recent 3-for-3 video appearance on Nitpicking Nerds. Disinformation campaign. 1 blue-black for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. Whenever you surveil, return this to your hand. Here's the thing. We're never going to surveil. There isn't any. We care about the enters the battlefield abusable ability.
Absolutely awesome in this deck.
Again, up 3 gold stars.
Like when we're talking about Basilica Bellhaunt. Mm-hmm. This card comes in, you get your card back immediately. Your opponents each lose a card. You are gaining great advantage off of that already.
It's a cantrip with upside.
Yeah, it's a cantrip with upside. Plus, it stays in the battlefield.
Hard to remove. No one's going to kill this.
They probably are in this deck. If they know.
Well, look, they're going to try. Like, people are going to go disinformation campaign, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then you mean as soon as they know, they're going to have to kill it on sight.
Yeah, because again, if you just have your commander out and you play this, blink it. Now your opponents have all lost 2 cards each, and you've gained 2 cards.
That could happen on turn 2 or 3. Also,
You could if this card is only in 122 decks in the EDH rec.
criminally underrated. I would say it's a hidden gem, and that we have a video with the exact same title, and this is in that video.
Wow, that wasn't even subtle.
No.
Sometimes you're subtle. You
Do I,
literally
do I look like I'm wearing gloves? They're off. Okay.
The gloves are off. This is dead serious time. I think if you can afford to put a sub theme of Surveil on your deck, or you have ways to blink this, I would suggest putting it.
It's just a good card. I think it's just actually good.
Yeah, it is.
Underrated.
I think you definitely want to have more ways to take advantage of it. Like I wouldn't want to just put I wouldn't put a sorcery that did this without being able to be redone.
Yeah, like basically. Yeah. I would not do that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
all right, the next one doesn't even seem like on the surface it would be a combo with Aminatou.
but it is.
But it is. We have a Mana Vault. 1 mana for a vault. It does not untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4. If you do untap this bad boy, at the beginning of your upkeep, this bad boy deals 1 damage to you if it's tapped, and it taps for 3. And now, if you remember 7 paragraphs ago, I said it costed 1. Taps for 3. That's 2 profit, and Aminatou can blink this right away. So that's like 5 profit at least.
If you have Aminatou out and you play this card, you can immediately just profit the 5.
Oh yeah, it's just subtly amazing. This card is already so good, and then the Aminatou just makes it even better.
Why is Manifold so good?
I don't know.
Another thing you could put, other cards that work cool with this is Basalt Monolith, Grim Monolith. Those aren't in the deck, but they do work in the same way of the fact that you'll just be able to blink them. But Manifold
just makes mana too.
But Manifold is in the deck.
Esper Commander makes mana.
And it's awesome. Apparently, well, we can just make mana with a land.
Yeah, well, we have creatures to blink, non-creatures to blink. We got the Miracle sub-theme, but now we got to bring it home. We got to win the game somehow. I'm going to read a pair of these, and then you can read the other pair, and then everyone watching will go, oh, yeah, okay. So we got Deadeye Navigator, cringe, 4 blue for a 5/5 with Soul Bond, which means when this enters the battlefield, you can pair it with another creature, and as long as both creatures are paired, they have 1 and a blue. Exile this creature, and then return it to the battlefield. And there's also his spaghetti brother, Eldrazi Displacer.
Still good.
2 and a white for a 3/3 Devoid. Devoid has never mattered ever. 2 and a waste, or colorless, exile target creature, then another target creature, then return it to the battlefield tapped. So Deadeye's good for saving mana. Eldrazi Displacer is good for just spending mana, and you can tap aggressive opposition, flicker like other people's things. They're both really good. Read your half now. Tie it all together.
Before I read that, speaking of the Spaghetti Brother, you said you didn't at first read another, and I was just thinking, God, that card's already very, very good. Imagine if it could protect itself from removal.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
It would seem more modern play, I think.
I think so. I agree. I think, or at least that deck that did play it would be better.
Yeah.
We have Palinchron, 5, blue, for a flying 4/5. When Palinchron enters the battlefield, untap 7 lands.
Okay.
Pay 2, blue, return Palinchron to its owner's hand. Which we're never doing.
What about its little bird brother?
And then he has a little bird brother that hangs out with the spaghetti brother in the basement.
Yes.
And eats spaghetti.
Yes.
Paragon Drake, 4, blue, 2/3, flying. When Paragon Drake enters the battlefield, untap 5 lands you control.
Only 5? It's only a 0 mana 2/3.
It's only a 0 mana 2/3. Palinchron's a 0 mana 4/5, you know?
Reasonable stats.
Also, with your commander, you can just blink these when they're on the battlefield and just gain some mana.
Just profit 5 mana.
Yeah, you don't need to necessarily go infinite with them for them to be good.
They're good as like a ritual, and they stay out and you can flicker them later. So obviously Deadeye/Displacer goes infinite with Palinchron/Drake. You just pay 3 or 2, get 5 or 7. That's infinite.
Decks that are playing this type of strategy are so easy. When you get this infinite mana and you have a Displacer or your Deadeye Navigator, it's so easy to win.
You just go off with a ham sandwich to that point. Any card that, like, Baleful Strix, Cloudblazer, Moldrifter, Wall of Omens, Thraben Inspector, they draw your whole deck. Thraben Inspector can draw your entire deck. That's how good these cards are.
Fencer mounts all their permanents.
That it does.
Basilicus gets rid of all their...
Basilica, you can go, discard your hand, stop you on draw step, discard, stop you on draw step, discard, stop you on draw step, discard, and you gain infinite life.
Yeah, there's so many things. I mean...
They'll probably script to you going infinite with that.
The cutest little one is Thraben Inspector.
Oh, the little,
it's absolutely adorable.
The Hillary Clinton that could, I think.
The Hillary Clinton that's like Is this armor cool?
It's the Hillary Clinton you actually want.
Oh, jeez.
Boom! Political
What are you
stance.
doing? I'm just throwing shade.
It's just no big deal.
Jeez.
Now we have a very similar annoying blink creature in Felidar Guardian.
Kitty cat.
Yes, this cat beast is a 3 and a white for a 1/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile another target permanent you control, then return it to the battlefield right away. Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't Aminatou say like the same thing? Can't you just infinitely bounce them? But now that you're doing this, you need something to do.
Our main payoff for this specific combo, what makes this combo good in the deck is turns out you always have access to your command.
It's just incidental. It's like, I got enough stuff going on.
Yeah, Felidar Guardian's already good by itself. I can just blink stuff.
Yeah.
And now, like, doing this flicker thing doesn't do anything unless you have our payoff.
Alter the Brood, 1-mana artifact. Whenever a permanent enters under your control, you can mill each opponent for 1. So you've got infinite mills, and unless they have an Eldrazi, they're dead.
They're good.
Sorry, you're dead. Next one. We got more. There's more ways to go infinite.
Also, if you want to get your Alter the Brood, because it does all 3 of these combos we're going to tell you here, which we've told you too. There's one more to come. It's a secret one. But they're all paid off by Alter the Brood also as a win. If you want to get that, Trinket Mage is in the deck.
Trinket Mage is so good. You get Mana Vault, Soul Ring, any sort of, like, if you have Mana Crypt or whatever, artifact lands even, but not here. Sensei's Divining Top's a good one, and Alter the Brood.
Yep. So this is more of just like an incidental combo that is in the deck.
All the cards are good, and hey, they go infinite.
Yeah, literally every one of these cards is just
Read them
in the deck. Well, I'm not gonna read them.
Okay, show them on screen.
Show them on screen. Poo! We have Reveler and Karma Guide, which is an infinite loop
with a sack outlet.
With a sack outlet, and we have Viscera Seer in this deck. They get to this loop back and forth, so you get enter infinite dies and enters triggers
and scries, and any creature you have. If you have one more creature, they can join the loop.
Yep, like a Baleful Strix to draw your deck.
Yeah, Baleful Strix or Wall Womans or what have you. Draw your whole deck, drain them infinite, blah blah blah.
Fencer, bounce all their non-land permanents.
Yeah, no, bounce all their permanents.
All their permanents, not non-land.
And any spell they would put on the stack.
God, I hate Fencer.
You hate losing to it.
Even
that, like, you're okay with losing to infinite, but you're not okay with them bouncing your.
Yeah,
permanents.
like they go infinite, they kill me. The lamest. I don't know why. It's like I'll just bounce all your permanents and I win. It's like, yeah, you do win.
Yeah, I guess you do.
But I hate you for it.
Right. Now that was the roller coaster, and we're coming on in for the conclusion. Now, 500 budget. How did we stack up with our ads? How much were they?
Our ad total was $260.88. Damn.
We are good.
We are good.
We are good. We nailed it.
We are so.
Average mana cost originally 3.84. That's not even that bad. Lowered it 3.22. Easier to cast your spells now. Easier to win the game. Easier to go infinite. My goodness. This deck looks like a lot of fun. 23 changes, which is actually a little bit lower than usual. Because this deck was just really good to start with, honestly.
Yeah. I think one of the main things that let us do a lot less cuts in this is the mana base did not need.
Mana base was great. All we had to cut, we cut the 3 temples and Piranha Marsh.
Yes. Not a fan of temples.
But I am a fan of Piranha Marsh.
Possibly
the best land.
I put temples sometimes in my 2-color decks.
Yeah, I like temples in 2s, but I don't like them in 3s. That's kind of like where I've ended up on them.
Yeah, because you end up with too many tap lands.
Yeah, Scry's okay, but I just like untap lands like Strip Mine and City of Brass. Just stuff that's always going to be there when you need it.
Yeah, you want Strip Mine in a lot of
Smooth out your plays. So we cut Velia the Nightclad. She is not as good as Alter the Brood and is expensive, like mana-wise.
Yeah, she gives your creatures Intimidate.
If you want to keep her, go ahead and keep her. If you want redundancy, that's cool.
Turn Counterspell into Arcane Denial.
Personal preference. Whatever your favorite 2-mana counterspell is. I just think Arcane Denial is easier to cast. You're in a 3-color deck. I just want it to always be cast.
I agree, and I like it replacing itself.
Yes, that's pretty important.
Because 1-for-1s don't feel the best in EH.
Nope. We cut Ponder for Portent. Possibly better. They're really close. Ponder's a better card. Portent triggers Miracle. Enough said. Pick your poison, really. We picked Portent. Added Ranger of Eos package. Previous Commander Quickie All-Star. Ranger of Eos. This card's really good. Graven Inspector, Viscera Seer, Sarah Ascendant. Like, Weather Wayfarer. There's a bunch of cards to get that are great.
Mm-hmm.
Goes great in this deck. Ristic Study, Smothering Tithe. Some enchantments we added.
Do you want to annoy your opponent with annoying triggers? Pay the 1, pay the 2, pay the 1, pay the 2.
Pay the 2? They never pay the 2. I'll tell you that right now. That's just forget that. Can you just go like, Guys, just tell me if you are going to pay the 2, and I'll just assume you're not, because it's not worth your time.
I am really excited to try out some other Untitled deck. I don't have any decks currently.
I got it in 1, and it's already been sweet, and that was 1v1.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 4-player. Oh, man. That card's really good. And we cut a couple underwhelming flicker effects. We cut Brago. Unreliable to untap and then hit them. Venture the Sojourner. Really slow. You're going to plus once and then it dies. Conjurer's Closet and Resto. I don't think they're very strong.
You know what's funny about Venser?
What's funny about Venser?
We're saying you're going to plus it once and then die.
Yeah.
That's kind of... Aminatou goes even lower when she minuses.
Aminatou costs 3 mana. She's your commander. And then she costs 5 mana.
No, she's so much better. I'm not saying she isn't. Just your description of Venser made it...
Sure.
Like,
I mean...
just made it sound like it's basically just Aminatou, but we don't like it.
It's so much easy. I guess, yeah. We don't like it because, like, you can't play him on turn 3 and then start protecting him.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Like, every single game you have turn 3 Aminatou.
The turn 3 commander is so strong.
Maybe even turn 2 if you have Soul Ring.
Not that much pressure on the board that early. She helps give you a little bit of card selection, let you see the next card in your deck to help you set up.
Yeah, she's really good. This deck is so much fun. There's like so many realizations I came to where it's like, oh my god, Active Authority is amazing. Oh my god, this information campaign is only in 122 decks, and it's amazing. Oh my god, foil Basilica Bellhound is only 257.
Oh my goodness.
Delayed reaction.
Get in the deck.
So that was the deck. Obviously, we loved it. It was super fun to build. I mean, what do you think about it?
What do I think about this deck?
Yeah.
I love the art on the commander so much. It's like a solid 10 out of 10.
I just think about how her feet are probably squished in the mud. Like, ugh. I don't want my feet to be squished in mud, so it kind of grosses me out.
She is.
That makes me seem like such a loser.
You are such a loser.
Whatever.
Seriously, this card is cool. It's not the coolest to me, but that art. It makes me want to build this deck because of the art of the card. I really, I have Aminatou's Augury in my Nicol Bolas deck, and it's one of my favorite cards in the deck because I love the sweet art on it. I love the effect. Oh, it's so cool.
All right, so to wrap it up, if you like this video, obviously you can subscribe, support us on Patreon, mail us dollar bills. If you're from EDH Rec, which we have recently been blessed with appearing on, something like that.
Did you just use the word blessed?
Yeah. Was there supposed to be a hashtag in front of it? So we're hashtag blessed. We're on EDH Rec. Check us out there. If you're from there, leave a comment. Let us know because that's cool. And EDH Rec's awesome. That's a great resource. And if you want to submit a deck, again, because I know you probably forgot, I got you. Comment section. Tapped out link. Subscribe. That is it.
I got you.
Yeah, that is all we have for you today. Until next time, we will see you next time.
This is Beezy. I'm Joe Cherries. Bye.
Until next time.